Representative Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick, sorry if I mess up the name. Tell me about your experience and how you see this as actually, I think, are you our only representative in Congress who is a migrant from Haiti? Am I correct on that?
Thank you so much. I'm the only member of Congress as a Democrat who's ever been a descendant of Haitians. My parents came from Haiti fleeing a dictatorship. And one thing I wanted to make very clear is that the incentive to leave your home, to come through water, walking, millions of people don't make it to this country, and they take that risk, and it's only because you have no other choice. It's pressed. Could you hear me?
It's low.
It's low? Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying, the incentives. This bill, when it deals with the foreign affairs part of it, it doesn't deal with the actual incentive. No one is incentivized to come to the United States because of the policies. It's because of you have no other choice. You're suffering in your country, you are being persecuted. But what we do have an opportunity to do is actually add and create bills that would deal with the root causes. When we look at what's going on and why we have such high migration patterns, in fact, it's because of the post-COVID world, coupled with the rise of authoritarian regimes that are trying to pop up throughout Latin America and in South America. In addition to that, the gangs that are growing. And to be quite honest with you, our inaction in the last administration with dealing with our foreign neighbors and being good partners. We have an opportunity right now to have bilateral relationships, multilateral relationships and funding, helping those root causes, especially when it comes to food insecurities, when it comes to political insecurity. We can live up to our reputations at this moment and be that beacon of hope for all countries. But we have to start with doing what we do in foreign affairs, which is building and stepping in and being the diplomats we can be. And so that's the problem I have with this bill here. This is actually not dealing with incentives. And I hear a lot of it like we have incentive policies now to come to the United States. That is absolutely incorrect. The motivation to come to this country is because of desperation, and we have to address that. So when we look at what we can do, let's incentivize them to stay home. Let's incentivize them to be in their native land. No one wants to migrate to the United States, especially at this time. You want to be in your homeland. You want to be with your family. Millions die on this trek. Millions give up their life trying to get here. They understand the risk of being trafficked. Women understand that. They understand the risk of their children being taken from them. But the other risk is being dismembered in your own country. The other risk is being torn apart, watching your child being raped in front of you. We've heard reports in Haiti of a 3-year-old being raped over and over again. Where are our diplomatic efforts? Where are we there trying to make sure we have governance? That's what this portion has to be when we talk about foreign affairs. And we have to come back to that and not surrender to the rhetoric that we hear about what's really incentivizing to have people come to this country. It is not because the border is open. Millions of people are turned away and can never come back. We're not even really looking at asylum seekers and giving them those opportunities with this. And so with that, I yield back.
Thank you very much. And I think what you point out is that we're not incentivizing. Actually, the trouble is us, Congress. Congress has failed to pass immigration reform for decades. The burden lies here, right? And so we've had Republican presidents. Bush kept talking about wanting to solve this, right? We have Republican and Democratic presidents talking about the need to solve this, and because we haven't gotten a bipartisan agreement, I think it lies with us. The blame lies with us in Congress.